guys, today's video is sponsored by Tesco, and just as the summer begins, back to school season is already upon us. It's all over stores, and if you are kind of new to buying school supplies, I would recommend you get in there quick. First of all, Ella, she's going to be 11 in September, so it's getting to that awkward phase where she's got a very, very specific opinion about what she wants to wear. She's already got a lot of stuff that she already enjoys wearing and she's cool with, but I thought I'd get kind of a couple more bits of the same in case we need them. So first of all, proper shirts. We've got to the stage where she wants to wear a proper shirt that I have to iron, and the ones that are easier to iron, the better. So I buy the easy iron shirts because I don't really iron any of my own clothes and I hate to have to iron anything at all. Anything that's quicker is great, and she prefers this style of shirt. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like because it's more grown up. Whatever. I wish she was still in polo shirts. That's so much easier. And then skirts. Skirts, not dresses, skirts. Absolutely not trousers, skirts. That's what she wants to wear. So I've got this, which is regular fit, permanent pleats, adjustable waist. I particularly like these ones because they've got the adjustable waist, because as you're going through that phase of your life where your body is changing, you're going through puberty, not everyone's exactly the same shape. And I like that. Some people are larger around the waist, smaller around the waist, but taller, shorter, and it's nice to have that. I kind of wish we had that in adult clothes. Talking of adult clothes, the shoes that I got her are actually in an adult size. These are a size 5, which would fit me, and they were £5. She goes through shoes so quickly, and it's kind of like fads as well, again because she's at that kind of trendy age where she's massively influenced by what her peers are wearing. I didn't want to get her some really expensive school shoes and then her get to school in September and want a specific kind of shoe because everyone's wearing it. So I bought these kind of ballet pumps. They've got that strap on to keep them onto her foot because she is a bit in between sizes at the moment, but she's more a 5 than a 4. £5 bargain. Milo doesn't really care about what he wears per se. A little bit he does, but not to the same extent as his sister. He's going to be 5 in November and he's starting reception. What's more important for me from his clothes is durability, and the stuff from Tesco is really, really great this year. Between things like the anti-scuff shoes, reinforced knees on the trousers, and the sweatshirts that apparently have as new technology. Red is a really, really difficult colour to keep looking as new because it fades really quickly, so I'll be interested to see how this works, but anything that promises that is going to be a bonus. This year he's pretty much worn white polo shirts with sweatshirt over the top all year until about a month before he finished school when it got really, really hot. He kept everything on all the time, never took his jumper off even when he was warm. Then towards the end of the summer, he didn't really, or the end of the school year, towards the summer, didn't really want to wear a sweatshirt at all. And I don't really fancy sending a 5-year-old boy to school every day wearing a white polo shirt. So he has some from last year, but this year I thought I would go for red because it's going to show marks less easily. This is what I used to dress Ella in when she would wear polo shirts, because kids that just get dirty really, really quickly, this is the way to go. If you can get a coloured shirt, a bright or dark coloured shirt, rather than white, I would highly recommend it. And these, again, say they have that as new technology, so that's a handy little thing. I'm really, really interested to see how that works because, like I say, all the ones that we've had previously have faded really quickly, so if that works, that's amazing. Like I say, he does have a lot of school clothes already that really do still fit him, so some of this stuff I've bought in bigger sizes because obviously he's going to grow over the next year, but I do at all times like to have at least one outfit per day for him. He's a boy, he's going to get really, really dirty, and I don't want to be kind of washing midweek. And so in an ideal world, I have all of his outfits laid out for him to go and pick one of everything every single day to go to school in. So that's one tip I would always give as well, especially for boys. Girls, maybe not so much, although it depends on the personality. My girl is particularly messy, but I would say especially for boys because they tend to kind of get outside dirtier. To have one of everything for every single day, and obviously if you're going to do that you need to make sure that you're shopping somewhere that's affordable. I got 2 pairs of trousers for him this year. I think he had the straight ones, the flat fronted ones last year, so I got him some different ones. These, one of the pairs is, what is this? Oh, slim leg. I liked these. I thought these were quite a cool thing for a small boy. You normally see kind of skinny trousers and stuff in an older boy's clothes. And again, these have got the reinforced knees and also shield clean, which is apparently like a Teflon coating. Great for kind of things like grass stains and throwing themselves around all over the place. Boys. I also got him a pair with pleats, which are quite smart looking. Let me just get them out of here. I was holding them up to him in store. I'm sure I was going to be like super embarrassing mother, but I was holding them up so he could see whether or not they were too long or whatever. I think they look quite cute. Shoes were the thing that we found most difficult to agree on, and these were the ones that he ended up picking. These were £15. And they are kind of, I was surprised. I thought he was going to go, they had some different options that were more kind of trainery, because he's worn kind of black trainers this year. And next year he's really supposed to wear proper school shoes. And so I was kind of taking him to the school shoe section. I really thought he was going to pick something that was designed more in a casual trainer style, but there was still school shoes. But no, he chose these, which are like what I think of traditional school shoes. Maybe it's like a big boy thing. Maybe he thinks that picking these ones are a bit more grown up, I don't know, but he really liked these. And again, these are supposed to be scuff resistant, so it'll be really interesting to see how long they last compared to the ones he's had for the past year. On to the exciting stuff. I have so many bits and pieces here to show you. I love stationery. It was my favourite part of going back to school. I mean, the rest of it wasn't that exciting, was it? Just new stuff, new uniform. I really always liked the first day of school. Is that weird? I did. We picked out 2 pencil cases. Milo wanted this one. I don't know whether or not he's actually going to end up using this as a pencil case. What I quite liked about this was I thought he could put little toys in it. And then, because it's got a little thing, you carry them around. We're going on holiday next month, and I thought it might be quite useful for the plane to contain some little toys that he wants to play with on the plane in a little thing. So it controls the amount that he can actually bring with us. But it also, it's kind of still a substantial size. I don't know if he picks some little things, but it is also a pencil case. Then there was this one which she picked for Ella. She's kind of not a pink girl. She prefers blue, and this was kind of a neutral thing that we found. So this, again, regular pencil case, but it's got one massive zip down the middle. If I take the stuffing out, is huge. And then it's got little secret zip down the side, so you can see you could have some kind of extra hidden things down there. Like I said, favourite colour is blue, and this is exactly the right colour blue. She's going to love this. I mostly bought it for the colour, but it does have tabs so you can separate your notes, which is quite cool. So you've got like a whole section there where you could put in, I don't know, write a little thing of what it is that you're writing about that particular section of the book. Whether or not she needs to separate subjects yet, I'm not sure. She's going into year 6, probably not. But I think she'll like that kind of novelty element. This could be used for school, but I actually bought it for me to organise my planner stickers. I know it's a crazy hobby, but it's my hobby and I love it. This is for kind of decorative planning, and you can buy loads and loads of different stickers from various different places and Etsy and make your own and all that stuff, but it's nice to be able to see them all. And so I bought one of these previously and it wasn't quite what I wanted and everything kept falling out. So I wanted something that would keep them all in place. And this is perfect, so once it's in there, it's not going to fall out unless you hold it upside down. Whereas the one I had was kind of, it was all open, it was not what I wanted. And this will be perfect, and it's hot pink and I love it. A couple of funky things that I picked up for Ella that, again, I know she's going to absolutely love when she gets home. This Panda pencil sharpener. I'm going to open this because it just looks so cool. Kind of want one for my makeup stuff. I've always wanted one of those pencil sharpeners that does this, but this is their Panda. How cool is that? So you put your pencil in there. I'm not sure how that works, but you do. And then, how do you open it to take the stuff out? Ooh! Oh, that's super cool. It's got a little drawer. I might need one for me. These rubbers will be a hit for sure. These are Sweet Shop Candy Scented Twister Erasers. And I got a pink one, a green one, and an orange one. Anyone that has kids about the age of Ella, especially girls, will know erasers, rubbers, whatever you want to call them, are flavour of the day. They're like the big thing to have at school. If she could just have a pencil case full of them, she would, and probably does, because she's collected quite a few over the years, and especially anything that's flavoured, scented. They can't get enough of it, so this will make her super popular on the first day of school. A couple more things that I secretly picked up for myself. These Inkjoy Papermate pens. Love colourful pens, biros, anything, love them. And these I was really excited about because they were on sale. Friction pens are normally really expensive. If you aren't familiar with them, I haven't tried these particular ones before because these are actually like felt tips. But if you're not familiar with the idea of the Friction brand or the general concept, they are actually erasable pens. So whether you buy a biro version or a felt tip version, you can draw and then erase whatever you've drawn or written. Amazing. I use it for planning because if something kind of changes, I don't like to scribble it out or have to put a sticker over it to change what I want to do that day. So I find it really useful for that. Ella would just like the novelty of it. My mum really likes them for crosswords. Totally revolutionary stationery purchase. And lastly, I think this is kind of the jewel of the haul. This was £9. Bic brand, £9. Pretty much all the stationery you could possibly need for back to school. amazing, amazing value set. I would highly recommend this. It's got everything in it. Different coloured pens, well, different coloured biros, those funky biros. Oh, they've even got like tattoo pictures on them. They're not even normal ones. See, you're going to love the novelty of clicking those down as an 11-year-old, aren't you? Felt tips, funky coloured actual pencils, 2 pencil sharpeners, 2 highlighters, 2 rubbers, pocket mouse, regular liquid Tipp-Ex, and 2 glue sticks. How much more could you possibly want to go back to school with? Nothing. So that is that. That's everything that I purchased for the kids going back to school. Milo is now going to try on all of his clothes for his dad when he comes home. It's always a really exciting but emotional time, especially for the very, very little ones, when they try on their new school clothes for the first time and they look really, really grown up. It's exciting, but it's also a little bit sad. But that is it for this haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll leave as much information in the info bar as possible. But if you've got any questions or anything, please let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!